Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Gina once again, and I'm doing ICAD 2025. This is number 12 and 13. I'm starting off number 12 with a piece of napkin. I actually stamped these butterflies on the napkin, but it was a really long time ago, so in some places it's really stuck down where the paint got attached to the napkin. But I'm just trying to separate the layers. Some of the napkin got ripped up, but it was still successful. And it's been years, so I thought, let's use it. Let's use it. My colors today was supposed to be yellow and orange. Sorry, purple and orange. But then when I looked properly at my butterflies, I saw, I don't know, I just found that those colors it would have been too much of the orange because the butterflies are red. So, and they have some purple in it. So I thought, okay, we could still use the purple, but I'll switch it to blue. And this paintbrush, I forgot to wash it out, so it's extremely stiff. And I saw online where you could use hand sanitizer to clean your brush when it's all dried up like that. But I didn't have any nearby. I had that, it's like methylated spirits, but not some alcohol. And so I thought that should work because methylated hand sanitizer has alcohol in it, right? So I used that and it worked. It was great. But the strange thing is that the paint stuck to the bottom of the plastic. It is very interesting, I find. But anyway, so I'm covering the middle of my card with acrylic paint and I'm trying to blend it out with the white on the edges. So this is me trying to balance, but my white kept coming out a lot and then it wasn't coming out and then I put too much blue and then I put too much white and so it was a nice back and forth of trying to balance the two. There I go again, adding some more blue because we got some too much white in the middle, but that's fine. And then this paint got really, usually it's quite runny. It's called Acrylic. It's quite runny normally, but it's getting thick. So I need to use up my paints. And for some reason, there's some stuff on the surface of it. Oh, here, I did the wiping off the paint again. So I put the paint and then I put the stencil and then I wiped it off with a damp napkin. And that's what we get. I paused and I forget to unpause it. So that's why we missed that whole part. But and as I dried it, the image became brighter, which is so cool. It's like magic before your eyes. And I was gonna put the napkin down, but I thought it would be nice if the blue kind of comes out instead of just stopping abruptly. I felt it would flow better if it flows into the butterflies. So I just kind of extended that, but I did it more like a wash. And now I'm going to apply the napkin. I'm just adding some glue, and then I'm going to use my watery brush to spread the glue, and then I'll add the napkin on top. But yeah, again, I am trying to keep it simple. I'm trying my best to use two colors only. I might end up going further on to using three colors, but for now it's two colors and trying to keep it simple, meaning that I'm not doing much to the card, but still trying to make it as interesting, at least for me, as possible. What I'm realizing at card number, what are we on, 12, is that it's actually forcing me to think harder, to be a little more creative in the sense of, okay, I only have these two colors. What can I do? Or how can I use it? Okay, I'm applying this napkin. How can I use it? Because I'm using less items and less, and I'm trying my best to keep my time down. So it really is forcing me to think more, but in a good way, so it's not stressing me out. I'm rubbing up the card there because it feels amazing. Amazing. So I love how this looks. And from this angle, it's it looks like if the butterflies are flying over the ocean and you're seeing the ocean in the middle. But the only thing is there's a flower now, so that's kind of weird. If I thought about it before, I probably would have tried to draw like a dolphin or something in the middle, but too late. Or actually, maybe it's not, but you know, or maybe it could be a pool. You know, they have some pools with a design at the bottom of the pool. Yeah, we could say it's a pool. But yeah, I think I'm seeing like a dolphin. Yeah, that I think that would look really cool. So in my mind, this is butterflies flying over the ocean. It's just, you know, pretty water and it's awesome. And this is about it for this card. I found it was looking a bit dark. So that's why I decided to add the white in certain areas. And then I thought, oh, of course, I would love to add my splashes. So I'm trying to do that now. I should have dried my card before I did this, but I'm gonna put it aside now. And, you know, I was thinking if you want to put a word, you know, that would be a nice spot in the bottom left there. But I chose so far for these cards not to add any words this time. I might change my mind later on because it is 61 cards, 61 I believe. So I still have, you know, lots of opportunity to change my mind, but for now I'm just leaving them as is and using the cards as inspiration and learning points for myself to, you know, in other projects and on other cards. Because I am learning and it's exciting. It's so much fun. I'm learning. For this card, I thought it would be really cool to have a white border instead of something dark. And I love how it looks. See, look at that texture. Look at that. Can you imagine how it feels? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we are going to move on to card number 13. This card is actually one that I used, let me see. I think it was in hold on, let me look. I think it was in gosh, it's really far back. I don't even remember now. But I know that I used it. I think it was in day 11 with the lady. I think this was actually supposed to be the card I was going to use, and I used the sup up card, mop up card, because I used the other card to mop up this card, and then I put this card aside. So this was supposed to be card 11, and now I am using it very, very extremely simply as card number 13 with a strip of book page. I'm using one of the hearts that I had from one of those other days from previously, and I just put 4 stitching on the strip. I think it was in day 6 that I used this heart. Well, that this heart came from day 5 or 6, one of them. And I just love how this looks. And I thought, okay, this needs a border. I was thinking splashes or, you know, it just felt like it needed one more thing at least. So I thought, okay, let's try the 4 stitching around as well, border, and but not too dark. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using a regular pen to do it. And I felt like, yeah, I love the simplicity of this card so much. So these are my 2 cards. And the dots disappeared. So I'm using the Posca pen to just redefine those at least some of them, some of the splashes that I put, because they kind of disappeared. So I just want them to be seen. And that is my card. It dried a lot whiter. This is my card, number 12 and 13. I hope you enjoyed both cards. I hope that it inspired you and encouraged you to continue on your journey as well. Let me know what you think. I really hope these cards are helping to inspire you, because they are inspiring me, believe it or not. So I will see you in the next video.